Here are 9 reasons why we should give talks. Now, additionally, I'm going to give you access to my full module on flow and structure of talks. This provides you a template to help you deliver an amazing presentation, regardless of the audience, regardless of the duration. So stick around to the end. You're going to want to get that entire presentation. I'm Dr. Russ Rosen, and I help natural healthcare providers just like you thrive in a care versus scare true optimal health model. And I've been doing that since 2000. All right, 9 reasons. Let's jump in. Now, long talks, short talks, workshops, series of talks, they all work. That's not a question. Now, before I dive into the 9 reasons, I want to deal with a few of the yeah buts. Now, more than ever nowadays, and specifically post-COVID, people don't want to do talks, and I get it. I hear 2 major reasons. One, I can't get people to the talks. I promise you can get people to the talks. If you just do the right things, I promise you they'll come. I coach doctors all over the world, and people all over the world come. So I promise you that you can. Okay, number 2, I don't want to spend the time. I get it. I did 56 talks a year for 14 years on average. I get it. They take time, but I want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine that they came to your talk before they came to visit one. They were clear on who you are and what you do and what you don't do. You gave case studies of different people that you worked with around how much time it took and around how much money it cost. See, is it possible some of the people there won't come to see you? Yes, it is. That's what we want to accomplish. Don't waste time on people who don't want what you do and what you offer. So again, yes, it may take this much time once a week, but look at how much time you could save on visit 1, visit 2, and dealing with people that really don't want what you offer, and how frustrating it is when they come in and they don't sign up for care. Okay, now, any way about it, I am positive. I've been doing this since 2000. I am positive it's still the best way to build the practice of your dreams, especially if you want to help people get healthy and stay healthy for a lifetime versus just getting out of pain. The reality is they have no idea who you are. They have no idea of what you do. They've seen other practitioners to get them out of symptomatic relief, but they don't get it, right? So if you're going to help them understand how different you are, you're going to need to spend a little bit more time with them. Now, personally, I don't want to do that one-on-one. I want to do that one-to-many. Okay, so those are the abbots. Now, 9 great benefits, 9 reasons to doing talks. Excuse me. Number 1, if you do a talk, they have an opportunity to get what you do, so they want what you offer. And again, imagine they came to the talk before visit 1 and visit 2. Your whole life changes. Your close rate goes through the roof. For me, we were amazed when somebody didn't sign up for care. Like once a quarter, somebody wouldn't sign up for care. And we'd all look at each other. How come? Because they've already been at the talk. They already know what we do and what we don't do. They already know around how much money it's going to cost and around how much time it's going to take. Right? And again, if you were doing case studies, you'd smaller one, middle one, larger one. Okay, number 2, specialization and niche marketing. Targeted talks. You can tailor your talks to very specific groups or very specific health issues for exactly how you practice. I don't want to be the average chiropractor doing neck pain, back pain, and headaches. I want to be a specialist. Remember, a specialist, right, left hand surgeon is waitlisted and makes a whole lot more money than a general practitioner. So we can do very specific targeted talks. When it comes to marketing, the smaller the niche, the bigger the response. That's an old axiom in marketing, and it's simply true. And again, I teach my doctors to get really clear about who are your perfect patients. Who do you really want to work with? What are you really great at helping? And of course, you can see their entire families 2. Number 3, do a series of talks. Well, I recommend doing our basic healthcare talk. I recommend if you're going to tell people we're going to help you get healthy and stay healthy, I'm going to blank, correct your nerve interference, get your brain functioning better, get you the right nutrients, get your gut working better, like whatever it is you do. And I'm going to show you ways to quit recreating it. Well, then I need to show them ways to quit recreating it, eat better, exercise, and deal with stress. So I personally recommend doing talks on eat better, exercise, and deal with stress. Now, I also love advanced workshops. The ones that I love to do are on quantum healing because that's what interests me. But if it interests you, it'll interest them. And then, of course, workshops. And if you do stick around at the end, you'll see in that flow and structure of talks, I lay out the structure of and exactly how to do workshops that just kill. You want to do it. Simple. All right. Number 4, educational outreach. Listen, it's about educating your patients and educating the public. No one gets what you do and how you practice. Period. They just don't get it. They've seen other people, but that's not how you practice, right? If they walked into my office and saw an average chiropractor, it would be like a seahorse and a sawhorse. They sound a lot alike, but they're really nothing the same. And that's probably true for you too. And myth busting. Look, there are so many misconceptions out there about chiropractic and naturopathy and acupuncture, nutrition. And by providing accurate information and addressing these common myths, you can build trust and credibility within the community. Number 5, building trust and credibility in the community. It gives you an opportunity to have a personal connection. Speaking engagements allow you to connect personally with potential patients as well as your present patients. Seeing you in person and hearing your expertise can build trust and make attendees more likely to consider your services because they get you. Showcasing expertise, demonstrating your knowledge and skills in a public forum positions you as an expert in your field. GP, right hand specialist, left hand specialist. And it enhances your professional reputation. Again, doing workshops so that they can fully experience what you do makes all the difference in the world. It separates you from the herd. And again, I have that entire format in that module that I'll give you access to. Now, I want you to think about this. Doctors say this to me all the time. Well, can't I just record a video and put it on my website? Yes, you can. It's better than nothing. But I want you to think about this. Watching your favorite band on TV versus going to a live concert. That's the difference. That's the difference. Especially if you're doing a workshop and they get to experience it. They get to feel it. They get to watch others. They get to test others. Again, I'll show you how to do that. All right. Number 6, marketing and business growth. Attracting new patients. Talks can serve as a marketing tool to attract new patients. People who attend your talks and find the information valuable may be inclined to seek your services. Personally, I stayed waitlisted for years doing 2 things. I did my series of talks and I gave special offers once a quarter inside of my office. That was it. Many of the offices that I coach presently, that's what goes on with them. And that's my goal if I'm working with you within 1 year, 12 months, 1 year. My goal is for you not to have to do any external marketing at all, just series of talks and internal offers. Okay, where am I? Referral network. Engaging with your community can lead to referrals from attendees who recommend your practice to friends, family, and colleagues. Again, get them to the talk before they come to visit 1 and visit 2. Number 7 on our countdown, community involvement. Building relationships. Look, being active in the community helps you build relationships with other local businesses, other healthcare providers, and of course, they're all potential patients. So find niche markets and speak to them. I want you to fish from a bucket. I don't want you to fish out of the ocean. So imagine that you wanted to see athletes, elite athletes, pregnant women athletes, raise a healthy family, people with fibromyalgia. And again, you can see their entire families also. But imagine that you wanted to help athletes, you were really great at that. Wouldn't it make sense to go to a place where there are athletes and speak directly to them? And again, in that flow and structure, I show you exactly how to structure those kinds of talks, whatever group that you're speaking to. And again, imagine those kinds of people coming in after you've already spoke with them and you've shown them specifically how you can help them versus a $27 ad to come in and get your neck cracked. It's just a very different quality of new patient. Visibility. Regular public appearances increase your visibility and keep your practice top of mind for community members when they need the type of care that you offer. Number 8, professional development. This is really important. Honing communication skills. By doing regular talks, you improve your ability to communicate, not just giving talks, but with regular patient interactions and in other professional settings. Also, it helps you stay informed. It helps you really clarify, get really clean and really clear about the message that you want to get across when you're giving a talk. And then, of course, when you're with your regular patients, that really transfers and that really helps. Number nine, number nine is enhancing patient relationships. Patient education. Your existing patients can benefit from additional education provided in these talks that lead to better compliance and better outcomes, period. If you're going to show them how to get healthy and stay healthy, I'm going to do this, and I'm also going to show you ways to quit recreating it. You're going to give a talk on mental emotional stress, biochemical stress, physical stress, whatever it is that you want to do, they will get better results, period. If they get better results, your PVA will go up, or your retention, how long they stick around with you. If they stick around longer, they're going to get better results. It's a wonderful, virtuous spiral instead of a downward, miserable spiral. Okay, and last piece is addressing concerns. So when you're giving talks, oftentimes you're able to address concerns for them that they never would have thought to ask you. i.e., oh wow, so let's say you did a case study of a woman that you were working with and you helped her with her PMS, and now George is sitting there scratching his head going, wow, I had no idea that you could help with PMS. Do you think you could possibly help my wife? So 9 different reasons. I can't recommend enough that you do those. Overall, giving talks can significantly enhance your practice by educating your patients and the public, building trust, attracting new patients, and fostering community relationships. It's a proactive way to market your services, establish yourself as a local health expert, and contribute positively to your community's well-being. So next week, I'm going to meet in our club, and I'm going to share the entire module on flow and structure of talks. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's a short talk, if it's a long talk, if it's to this group or to that group. If it's a workshop, the structure of the talks are always the same. You literally could do a 5-minute talk, you could do a 3-hour talk. It doesn't matter. The structure will be the same, and I lay out exactly how to do it. I'll also dive into the specifics when you are figuring the structure, when you get to one of the steps where we look at the agenda. How do you figure the agenda for people like people with weight problems? What are the 3 things in the agenda? What about seniors? What about police, fire, and construction workers? You know, our athletes. You know, their job is an athletic kind of job. Any type of business, MDs, CrossFit, elite athletes, curves for women, raising a healthy family. So I lay out very specific things that we would want to have in our agenda for them. So once you get the template down from the flow and the structure, you can apply it to any group you're speaking to, any place, anytime. Even if somebody put you on the spot, if they just said, hey, Russ, we got 5 minutes. Would you like to get up and talk about this? You got those, you have that in your head. You can get up and you can do it no matter how much time, doesn't matter the group. So again, if you would like access to that, I will give you a free month in the club. And then if you don't want to stick around, don't stick around. But I'll give you a access to the club for free. You can join us on Tuesday where I dive into that. I'm going to put that module in there for you. Just go to the comments below and put club. I want in club, right? If you put club, I will give you access to the club for an entire month. And you'll see that there's tons of great information in there. And we meet 3 times a month in there in Zoom. And we have discussions on very specific topics. It's not just me lecturing to you. So you join and we pick a particular topic like this, and then we would dive into it and I'd answer any questions and we'd really help you get it mastered. So again, drop the word club in the comments below. I'll send you a free month. As always, much love and aloha. Bye.